Hey YouTube, what's up? Another video brought to you today. Just something that was randomly on my mind. And it was from like a TikTok that I had watched because, and it made me think. So, of course, like all my videos are not going to be 100% about narcissism. They're also going to be on healing, self-development, things of that nature, because that's more important than focusing on these narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, borderline personality disorder, have it as these mentally ill people. I'll say that. And there's just a lot. I guess I consider myself an observer of people. I just sit back and I just watch how they act, the things they say. I don't always catch everything right away, but the pieces start coming together. It's like, they did say this or they did do this. Like, for example, basically my intuition was basically confirmed that it was good that I kicked my cousin out of my house. One, you're a grown ass man, like 34, 37, somewhere in there, and you don't want to help pay your rent. You gotta pay where you lay, bro, and where you stay. Like, you can't live for free. I don't get to live here for free, so neither do you. And you damn sure ain't about to leech off me. Shoot, family or not, you can, if I saw your hobo ass out on the street, hey, that's not my problem, because you should have been doing what you were supposed to be doing. But point that I'm trying to get at is like, make sure when it comes to toxic people, low vibrational people or entities, that you pay attention to how you feel, because how you feel is never wrong. How you feel is also a part of like your intuition. Pay attention to how your body responds. And I'm going to give you a prime example. If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you know that like I've been through a lot dealing with my narcissistic mom. So healing has been a tremendous process and journey as well. It's still a journey. And basically what I'm trying to get at is that like being around my mom for like I'm gonna say a good 27 years that I dealt with her before I gained the strength to cut her off, because I didn't depend on her for anything. I depend on God and myself, so I could sit there and say that I don't need help. God always sends the necessary people in my path and on my journey to help me at the time that I need help. And then when it's time for them to exit my life, I gracefully bow, I thank them, and I let them go on their way. I notice that when I have an attitude of gratitude, I have a lot more blessings, just having 3 things to be thankful for on a daily basis. No matter how trivial or how big they are, the spirit of gratitude, it has created many, many blessings for me. But I'm going to give you an example, like, of how toxic, negative, low vibrational, people can affect your body. Like, I remember, like right now, I mean, it's probably TMI, but like right now, I'm just on my cycle, right? And I noticed that I'm not cramping super, super bad. I used to have really like bad cramps and stuff like that. And then since I'm kind of like dealing with like uterine fibroids and stuff like that, they say that that's also a factor as to why women's menstrual cycles are kind of like heavy, painful, and all this other stuff, right? Well, after confronting, my brother about, molesting me as a kid and fucking with my sexuality, making it hyper overactive and shit like that, to where I felt like a fucking nympho and shit, and then addressing him and telling my mom, I could care less about how the fuck you feel. I gotta get this truth off my chest. It was like God was peeling back another layer from me to deal with. And it was something that was very hard to deal with because we don't really, well, for me personally, as a Black African American woman in America at that, a lot of Black communities don't have means to seek out therapy or counseling, stuff like that. So having to work through a lot of shit on my own, I'm tremendously proud of myself. Now, don't get it twisted. I thank God that the internet exists because I would have never found out what narcissism is. I would have never found out that my mom is a narcissist and that she's toxic and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so happy the internet does exist. Also, just so you know, I'm off. So I'm just chilling. I'm chilling like a villain until I go to my guitar lesson later. I'm super excited because I'm slowly learning. I'm getting it. And pretty soon I'm going to create a new intro, once I get to playing with it and I know how to actually like play, But anyways, so, so basically paying attention to my body, you know what I'm saying? I remember, shut up. Nobody wants to hear you. I'm making a video. Rude. Quiet all morning. Then I start making a video and he wants to start talking. Be quiet. As you know, that was Negan, pay attention to your body. I remember I would have like my periods would be just excruciatingly painful and stuff like that. And I noticed that I haven't really had to take like a leave Advil or anything. Like it was just, very, very, moderate, like really, really moderate compared to how it usually would be. And I take that as a sign of like, definitely healing because it wasn't like that before, What else? Like I used to have, like my stomach would bother me a lot. If I were to describe it, it's kind of like I had IBS, but I really didn't. Stomach cramps, stomach knotting up. If I was like super stressed and stuff like that, acne is normal, but for me, like my cousin was super damn toxic because I didn't start breaking out. I was breaking out all over my face, my chest, back acne. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, and the moment I removed him from my sanctuary, from my life, and let him go on about his business, all the acne went away. I don't have any more acne on my back, my chest, or my face. And I was like, wow, your body keeps record or keeps score of, things, And so that's why I began to learn to pay attention to my body, because your body will signal when someone is around you who is unhealthy, dangerous, your body knows. And I feel like on a spiritual level, your spirit knows before you consciously know. Have you ever been around somebody and you just don't know why you don't like them? You just know you don't like them. They never said anything out the way, did anything to you, but you're like, I don't like that damn person. That's because your spirit has picked up on their spirit. And it's like, nah, we don't agree. We don't rock with them over there. Nah, that's, nope. Let's stay away. That's, what I would call, I guess you could say, Narc Radar, because I can definitely say my mom immobilized mine, because I made a video yesterday about like discovering that I was still dealing with like rejection wounds and like abandonment wounds, you know, because I mean, shit, that's what my mom fucking did. You know, she rejected me, she abandoned me, she was very neglectful, always ignoring me. The only time she ever gave me any type of attention was when other people got attention. Oh, your daughter's so pretty, or she has such a nice outfit, or her. It was any compliment given to me was a reflection on her. So it's like, oh, I want people to notice me. Let me put my kid out there as an attention drawer, you know, type deal. But those are just examples. Just listen to your body, because your body knows, you know, what's up. Don't sit there and overthink like, man, why do I feel like this, or why do I feel like that? Definitely pay attention to how you feel, because your feelings are valid. Now, narcissists love to gaslight you and make it seem like you're overreacting, you're oversensitive. They'll say some fucked up shit, some shady shit, and then they try to play it off like, oh, I was just kidding, when they were very freaking serious. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk to y'all about right now, was just like, your body keeps score of your trauma. That's why you need to go inside, do the work. If you got to cry, cry. If you're sad, sad. I mean, realistically, nobody's going to be happy 24/7. Emotions are very fleeting. I would say that you should aim for the feeling of contentment. Because contentment, it doesn't mean you're necessarily like happy, like, hey, or joyous, but it just means that you are satisfied. You are in a comfort zone. You know, you're definitely not in fear. You're definitely not, you know, angry, sad, or anything, you know, jealous, anything that we would consider like a negative emotion, basically. But you're just satisfied, you know. But I can tell you this, though. Narcissists definitely are the freaking definition of the 7 deadly sins. Pride, greed, lust. It said pride, greed, lust, gluttony, jealous, envy. Envy, jealousy, same thing. And I can't think of the other two right now. Matter of fact, I'm just going to make a whole video on it. All right, well, like, share, subscribe.